Oh, thank you for clicking on this video, and I'm very sure that this video is going to help you. I make such videos to help a lot of people just like you who may want to know about Turkey, about work, businesses and tourist studies and all that. So before we proceed, you can please subscribe to my channel in order not to miss out the content or the videos that I upload in a week. And don't forget to comment on what could be your issue, what could be your question, and I'll be replying you as soon as possible, or making a video in details to explain everything that you may need to know about. Okay, so I know a lot of you have so many questions. No, I'm tired of Saudi Arabia. I'm tired of working in Oman, Dubai, and so on and so forth. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about specifically house jobs in Turkey, or call them assistant, house assistant, or house management jobs. Okay, so these kind of jobs in Turkey are very wide, or you can say that there are some part-time jobs, there are some full-time jobs. Okay, and there are the jobs that you can work as a place sister in a family, and you can either decide to stay in a home with the family, or you can decide to stay out, whether you have your own apartment or you live with your friends. And then there are some jobs that you work part-time in a day or just hourly, and you're paid weekly or monthly, so it's up to you and your boss. Let me clarify this by saying that Turks are non-Arabs, and they're a little bit, their behaviors don't, they aren't like Arabs. I see a lot of videos from Saudi Arabia, really harsh and inhuman videos. I don't support that. Yeah. And very many people would like to change a country, or would like to change somewhere, a workplace. So I suggest you that Turkey would be really good for you, because there are jobs that you can work and you have your own passport. You don't need to give your passport or your personal documents to your employer. Okay, and here you have to have your residence permit and your passport by you, with you. All right, so you just need maybe a photocopy. If your boss, some bosses ask for a passport photocopy, which is, you just have to give them the photocopy but not your original passport. I guess I'm very clear with that. Please, please, please don't ever hand your passport or your personal document, your original copy, to your employer. This is not acceptable here. And if that person asks for it here, please just find another job. So a lot of you like would ask, oh my god, how can I get these jobs? How can I do this? Like, how can I find a house job in Turkey? There are so many different ways on how you can find these jobs, and you can watch until the end of the video, so that I will be telling you guys on how to really find these jobs, and I'll be giving you some of the sites whereby you can search for the job on your own, with no agent, with no commission, and you can find these jobs. Okay, so the difference between house jobs in Saudi Arabia and house jobs in Turkey is that here you can work with your passport, with your personal documents, and you can work part-time. You can work as a live-in person, or as a stay-out assistant, where you come during the morning or during the day, and you work for certain hours, and then you leave, you go in your apartment, you go in a house and rest. Okay, and for these jobs, let's start with the part-time jobs. Some part-time jobs in Turkey, you start working in the morning, let me say 9. It depends on a family. There are so many families different, with different opinions. You may start in the morning at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., and you may work until evening. Okay, and with this job, the person can ask you to work for them around 5 days in a week or 6 days in a week. So another thing is, you can work from morning to midday. Let's say you work from 8 a.m. to midday, 12 p.m. Okay, and you can get another part-time job from maybe 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. So this, I encourage a lot of people to work in this way because this helps you um, gain or have more income, more salary, since the part-time jobs pay well off better than the stay-in jobs. This is because, okay, I'm going to explain to you this. This is because the stay-in jobs, you are firstly working long hours, right? You prepare the kids to school. Maybe you wake up at 6 a.m. Okay, and you finish at around maybe 10 or 11. It's up to your bosses. And there you are working several hours. You're working more hours, and maybe you work 6 days in a week. So that means this person who stays in works from 6 a.m. to 10 or 11 p.m. Okay, and you work 6 days in a week or maybe 5 days in a week. The person who works part-time, they stay out in their apartments, in their houses, and they come in the morning 8 or 9 a.m. and then they leave midday or they leave in the evening. So generally these jobs of stay-in jobs, they pay let me say it would be $500. Yeah, it'll be $500. Okay, and you work, you teach the kids English, you speak to them English because families ask you to speak to the kids with English. You clean the house, you cook, okay, and you find yourself doing so many things at a go, whereby some part-time jobs, they specify on what you have, what you're supposed to do. For example, there are some part-time jobs that you purposely need to clean, just you need to clean. Okay, there's no playing with the kids, there is no, washing the dogs and all that. Okay, and for the part-time jobs, for the full-time jobs, you get to do everything. Okay, and this is why I advise a lot of you guys, if you would like to work in Turkey, to search for part-time jobs. I'll be making another video on how to apply these jobs without any agent, without any third party, or call them middleman, just to find yourself a job. It will be you and your boss communicating. Okay, and another thing is a place sister. Another job that you can work has in the house is a place sister jobs. Okay, so I did such a job and it was really, really, really interesting to me. I had so much fun playing with the kids purposely to teach them English. And you can create several educational games in order for the kids to learn English, in order for them to speak English. So you can create just several games, and you can go to the football match. You can create a Barbie story game. You can create a storyline and then you play, and you just have to be yourself. Just act like a kid, a big kid. And yeah, the kids will love you, because purposely here, if the kid loves you, and then you get the job. Okay, I guess that's very important because for any parent or someone who will hire you. Of course, if the kids likes you and how you treat them, how you play with them, how you're smiling. And another thing is, don't forget to smile. Yes, that is a very a very good point. Like, you have to be energetic even though you know you're bored or tired. You have to put on that fake smile and happy, because kids they normally have a low tolerance to low energy. They easily get bored, so you have to be energetic while you're playing with them. And that's why I recommend these part-time jobs to people. It's just, you can go in your home, you can rest. There is nothing good like going in your home after a long day of work, and you can have a peace of mind in your home, if that makes sense. Yeah, because sometimes this is you understand, like, if you stay with someone, even if it's your family, even if it's your sister, you stay in your sister's house for months and years, you get to have some, you know misunderstandings, let me say that. So if you have your own home, you're gonna have to be at peace. Okay. And another thing with these English jobs, normally they ask you like, is your country a native English speaker? Okay, so I would like to make this clear for the all the employers if you're watching this and you're an employer in Turkey. So Uganda is a native English speaking country because we learn English since kindergarten, and Uganda English is widely used in Uganda everywhere you go. So people in Uganda, our first language is English, and then of course we have our culture differences. We have some other different cultures with different languages. So I hope I'm clear with this. Uganda speaks English, and by the way, if you didn't know, Uganda is the number one English speaking country in Africa. It's by accent. Okay, you can search that on Google. And with that being said, trying to make this clear, okay, because this is so crucial. They ask you sometimes that, is your country a native English speaker, because normally they would like their kids, to speak better English or a better accent. Okay, so you don't just you need to speak like, what is this, like, no. So you need to work on your accent if you like to work as a play sister, as an English play sister, or as an English teacher in Turkey. So you're gonna have to work on your accent. Okay, this too is important. When you're going to work as a house assistant, it's better for you to say something that you would like to do and something that you wouldn't like to do before you start working. So this is very important. A lot of you guys are naive and you're scared of talking like, no, if I play with the kids, or I would like to purposely do the house work, okay, and I wouldn't like to, or maybe I wouldn't manage to attend to the kids. So there is nothing to be scared of. Yeah, you just need to be yourself, because at the end, these are the problems that come in the future. Okay, so these are the problems that come in the future, and I know you wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like to have misunderstandings with your boss after hiring you, and you're like, no, I didn't want to play with the kids, and no, I didn't want to clean. So you have to be specific on what you can do and what you cannot do. So this will help you have peace with your boss. Even before you sleep your first night with the family, you have to tell them what you can do or what you cannot do. They have to tell you clearly what you will have to do. What are your responsibilities? Is it the kids? Is it cleaning? Is it all cleaning, kids, and cooking? Like, you have to be specific. You guys need to talk. So these are some of the misunderstandings that lead to problems, okay, with you and your boss. So I guess you wouldn't like that. So you need to be clear. You need to be specific. You need to let your boss speak out. Ask her, ask him, ask her what you're supposed to do. If you don't know, because a lot of people here don't speak English, use Google Translate. Let Google Translate be your friend. And please don't be scared. I know it's a little bit hard, or maybe you would like to get a job, but don't be scared. There is nothing to be scared of. These are just humans just like you, okay? And if you talk with a person for the first time, you take away all the misunderstanding, all that would be a problem in the future. So this will help you live happily with your boss, and it will help you, work peacefully. Okay, so I guess this information is really helpful to you. I hope that you subscribed, and please don't miss out the very